Good morning, my fellow Nords. It's another Skyrim Mods Coffee Review. I am Gajara. Today we are going to be looking at a follower mod called Zelzaz, fully voiced Argonian Telvanni follower. Description of Zelzaz says that he's a chef, he's an alchemist, he has 800 lines, and he's a bit opinionated. Now, to find him, what we want to do is we want to go all the way south of Riften here, southwest of Riften, and he's just past the Dayspring Canyon near the Morrowind Gate. So, let's go recruit us a follower. Now he's fully voiced for the main quest, partially voiced for some of the other larger quests, and just a couple.
Greetings, Breton. Perhaps you are just the sort who could help me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Xelzaz, lawman of House Telvanni. I am currently on my way to Ribbonspire in High Rock to meet with a superior of mine, Xelzaz. I left Port Telvannis a few weeks ago now, and it has been a long journey, and it will be longer still. You see, I am not so familiar with Skyrim. I've hardly ever left Morrowind. I was wondering if perhaps you'd be willing to escort me to High Rock? You don't need to escort me the whole way if that isn't feasible for you.
What do you have to offer me?
Well, I'm quite a competent alchemist and chef. I could offer you 2 warm meals a day, as well as a potion of your choice. How does that sound?
Sure, I can escort you for a bit.
Fantastic. Here, I brought this from Morrowind. See it as a prepay for services rendered.
What is it?
Telvanni Bug Mask. It is a perfume of sorts, made using the scent glands of beetles. It does wonders in terms of getting people to like you.
Thank you, Zelzaz.
You're welcome. Let's be off then.
Okay.
Alright then.
Now, as with quite a few of the other fully voiced followers, you don't want to treat him as one of your regular followers because you might break his brain. He does offer commentary on some of the smaller side quests as well.
It would be wise to spend some time catching salmon. Their roe has potent water-breathing properties, and the resulting potion is very valuable.
That's good to know. Okay, we want to head back to Whiterun because we're going to do a quest that we know that he's got comments on. Now, the information that they give me in the description leads me to believe that there will be more updates coming. Right now he's got 800 lines of dialogue, so it'd be fun to see some more added to him.
I fear the night, because the werewolves and vampires don't. Do you hunt? The plains outside Whiterun are ripe with game.
I think for the moment we're going to wait until daylight so we know that she's awake. And
It's a shame, isn't it?
I heard something happened to the tree at this temple.
The Eldergleam, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore.
What's so special about this tree?
To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo.
Is there any way to revive the tree?
I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal.
What kind of weapon would work?
Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
I'll get Nettlebane for you.
Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Let's go take care of this.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag ravens yet? Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables.
Okay, we know that Orphan Rock is over here somewhere. The closest place I can go is Snowdrift Cabin. So, let's get ourselves to Orphan Rock and see if we can find Nettlebane. Now, they do recommend that you use Zelzaz with a fresh character, but using them with a saved character is not going to break the game. So, we will... Come on, we gotta go. Now, we're going to have to kill ourselves some bandits in here if we want to get around it. No, we won't. I think we can get around this way. Oh, yeah. Now, I haven't really done this quest in a long time. Not particularly scary, it's just one of those quests that, yeah, I'll get to it later. Or maybe later. Are you with me? Well, that was a miss.
Give Sithis my regards. You're already dead. Shame.
Oh, and he's a powerful mage, too. Okay. Oh, look, Nettlebane.
Silneck.
I don't know, I think that might have been his.
An alchemy rivals my own. It feels good to finally have an equal.
Okay, so he does know what your skills are. That's good to know. I broke a lockpick. I haven't done that in a long time.
Can I help you?
Could I ask you a question?
What would you like to know?
Are there many Argonians in House Telvanni?
There are plenty. However, most of them aren't actual members. They tend to be slaves. There are, however, less Argonian slaves now, after the Argonian invasion of Morrowind. The Dunmer have a hard time getting more with the Unsalil in power in Blackmarsh. As for proper members, such as myself, there are a handful, but I don't know most of them. There have been a few prominent Argonians within House Telvanni in the past. Sun and Shadow would be one. Right.
Now his voice doesn't...
Right, we've got Nettlebane. Now to return it to the temple.
He doesn't quite sound like an Argonian. Okay, we gotta rush our way back to Whiterun. I would have preferred if he actually sounded like a Argonian. Not so much in the syntax of his words as much as just the voice itself. The more raspy voice that an Argonian has, kind of thing. But that's just my preference.
Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach. Do you hunt? The plains outside Whiterun are ripe with game.
All I can think about is my son, my soul. They say that he would...
Okay. I know this isn't really necessary. We could do this day or night, but I kind of like the daylight. Make it seem more immersive, you know, not be waking people up in the middle of the night. Some people get killed for that.
No, but I'm no better. I'm the real my son.
Okay.
What is it? What has happened to the Eldergleam? I have traveled long here to worship beneath its branches.
It was taken by a lightning strike. Wish I had time to deal with it, but it's hard enough with all these wounded from the war.
Please, don't just let it stay like this. It's disgraceful.
I really don't have time to deal with you right now. Please just let me get back to my work.
But this is supposed to be your work.
I can't bear it. Make it stop.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag ravens yet? Oh, Well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Of course, I'm glad you did. Now, I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps?
What needs to be done?
Eldergleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here.
Yeah, I
You
know
can
it.
use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
Okay.
Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Eldergleam? Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Eldergleam?
Yes.
I am a traveler, a pilgrim. I follow the voice of Kinnereth wherever it can be heard.
Cool.
I've dreamed of seeing Eldergleam for years. Might I travel alongside you? I promise not to get in the way.
Okay.
I thank you for your kindness.
Stand it.
He's not quite as vocal as I was hoping he'd be. I'm kind of hoping that we could get just a little bit more dialogue from him. Oh wait, no, down here. Down here. And let's see. The fact that I have not got that yet is not good. Well, let's see if we can get him to live. Usually I get stuck fighting a dragon here and my poor pilgrim dies in the process. Which is, of course, never a good thing. Because if he dies, you don't get the option. Okay. So we lived through it, which is good. Now, I usually go for the sapling over the nectar, but I will let Zelzaz let me know what I should do. if he has any dialogue in the...
Hello there, friend. You come to enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful sanctuary?
I think it's required to use Nettlebane to do this.
I can almost hear its heart.
Yo, Pilgrim.
Back in the day, whenever I was
I had
traveling
no
around
idea you were a man of violence.
on stone
What exactly are your intentions in this blessed place?
Always had a little zing to them.
I need sap to fix the Eldergleam.
You would violate this marvel of Kinnereth's glory to fix that half-breed stump in Whiterun? That's abominable. Barbaric! I'll have no part of this. Why didn't you tell me what you intended?
You didn't ask? Then stand aside, I have work to do.
With pleasure. Nature has a way of finding vengeance, though. You walk a bleak path, friend. One that will lead to suffering.
Okay, so apparently he doesn't say anything about your intentions.
Speak.
We probably should have expected this in retrospect.
I think I want my weapon back.
No more! I yield! I yield! I'll let you live. This time. You must have scared me. Cannot rest you.
Okay.
Such an abundance of beauty, insects, no chemical ingredients.
Now, of course, he does have a quest that to take him to the border of Hammerfell, but it is an unfinished quest, so we have to see what updates come with him. And I really didn't want to kill Maurice. Why'd you kill attack Maurice?
I'm right here.
Could I ask you a question? Could you cook me some food? Could you make me a potion? Yeah, let's head back for right now and we'll deal with that when we get this done. But hey. You have enemies nearby, and that's the dragon up there, and yada yada. You leave that dragon alone. He usually leaves you alone. Okay. Now we can move.
Sulphur pools of Eastmarch are lovely. I can't get over the
Goodness gracious, it's hard to get out of here. Thank you. Excuse me. Pardon me. I do like him. I want to keep him just to see what else he has to say.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Well, try growing your crops in Hammerfell.
Do you have the Eldergleam sap?
I've got the sap.
Wonderful. I'll use it to repair the tree. Thank you so much for all your help.
You're a priestess of Kinrith. Has a storm cloak uprising affected your duties and yada yada.
God's blessings on you.
Okay. Now, of course, she's gonna go take that sap and do what she does. In a couple of days, we'll have a full Eldergleam. But you, follow me.
I own the Pelagia farm just outside the city walls. Nimriel takes good care of it.
Good to see you.
Yes, it is. I'm such a handsome fellow. Okay, I want to take him to White Plains Estate, and we're going to ask him a few questions, yada yada, you know, the usual thing. Let's see what kind of things he could tell me about himself. Just a couple of questions here and there, you know. But overall, I think I actually like him, and would be fun. He gets a lot of help from Joseph Russell, who of course created the Lucian follower. Lucian Flavius. But, you know, if that's the case, it'd be good to see them actually get together and add some wonderful dialogue between the two of them. Them being such wonderful mages and all that. Where's my horse? Oh, that's right, I left him over in East March. Oops.
What can I do for you?
Do you need something?
Tell me a story from your past.
One time, one of my superiors requested I make a potent poison for them. We had just received a shipment of some quite rare crimson nernroot. I had never used crimson nernroot before, but I knew that it could make quite a deadly poison. So, I combined it with some red wart flowers that were lying around. I thought it would do the trick. The poison worked fabulously, just like I thought it would. What I did not know was that both crimson nernroot and red wart flowers contain invisibility properties. Once the target had ingested the poison, he died quite swiftly. However, he also went invisible.
Oops.
It must have been quite a shock to his servants when he faded away during dinner, only to reappear a while later, dead on the floor.
Okay. Could I ask
What
you,
would you like to know?
why did you come? Who is your current master?
I am currently a lawman without a master. Originally, when I was brought in as a hireling, my superior was Vela Oren. She was the tower alchemist in Tel Sul. Her superior was Master Relevant Sul. As I rose past the level of hireling, he would become my master as well. I spent many of my formative and young adult years under Master Sul. He initially cared little for me, but over time we grew to respect each other a great deal. A few years back he was assassinated. I then left Tel Sul and moved to Port Telvannis. I would spend my time in Port Telvannis mostly doing freelance work, but I did not find a new master. It was Vela Oren who suggested I go see House Thran. Me and Vela are still in touch. I should send her some samples from SKYRIM next time I write her a letter. I should mention you then as well.
Okay. How do you fare in combat?
I prefer to fight with one-handed weapons for the most part. I have no love for heavy armor, and thus stick to light armor. I'd consider myself a relatively proficient spellcaster. I know a handful of spells for each of the main schools of magic. I also have experience with stealth missions, so you shouldn't have to worry on that front either.
Okay. I think that's all I wanted to know for now.
Good. Good.
Okay.
Good
You're
talk.
back. Want to play a game?
No, go back to bed.
Aww.
Are you not watching my kids? Anyways. Yes, would definitely love to see more dialogue.
Good morning.
Love to see him finish the quest. And he does have a lot of ideas that he's still trying to work with them. So we can expect some updates to this guy. I think I'm going to keep him around.
All right.
And if this was created by Blue Ponzu. I should have mentioned that. I missed that part. It's created by Blue Ponzu.
Good morning.
And if he ever sees this video, just one recommendation that I think would really make this a great mod. Get in touch with Joseph Russell and collaborate on some dialogue between the two of you so that we can make him part of this little trio that I've got here with Lucian, Inigo, and now with this guy. I think we could actually have a lot of fun that way. But that's just my opinion. He's still a good follower, and he's still got plenty of updates to come. So I do recommend him. If you haven't downloaded them, go to Bethesda.net and you'll find them there. There is a link down in the description below for that. Okay, this has been Zelzaz, fully voiced Argonian Telvanni follower. And this is a Skyrim mod coffee review. Be sure to hit the like, follow, subscribe button. Videos are coming almost every day. Miss Milo, of course, will have a lot of sharing to do when she gets back because
I could do that.
she's behind. But she will share, of course, to Facebook, Skyrim mods and modders, Skyrim junkies, and to the lowercase Skyrim addicts. If you're on Facebook and you're looking for a good Skyrim group to join, those three are excellent choices. So I am Gajara. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We shall see you with our next review.